What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Day here, back again with another video, and in today's video we're going to be showcasing my Renko strategy with gold. And I've been really looking forward to this one because I've been learning this all over again, just like how I learned Japanese candlesticks. And I recently actually passed a phase 1 using it, but I failed the phase 2, so I had to like kind of re-up on it, retouch it, and try to get myself right and in tune with it before I could bring out a strategy video on YouTube. So yeah, and after I showcase the strategy, I'm gonna be showing a live video at the end of this too. So yeah, I just want to bring like full transparency, trying to I can't have a strategy video and not show like the actual trade, like me actually trading it live. That's just me though, that's just me personally. I'm not really going to do too much talking. I appreciate you for tuning in, and I hope your trading journey is going well so far. I hope 2022 is treating y'all right. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Bro, I said 2022. Bro, what am I talking about? Like, I can never just record a perfect video, bro. Like, whatever. Y'all not here for me. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. You got here for the strategy. You're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry, but I hope you have a good 2024. Hope it's prosperous. Hope everything is going well so far. Trading journey especially too. Now let's get into the strategy. Alright, so before we even start, we're gonna talk about what Renko actually is, because I'm 100% sure that a majority of you coming to this probably don't know what Renko is, right? So Renko is a chart type. It's developed by the Japanese, just like Japanese candlesticks, and it's basically built using price movement rather than price in standardized time intervals. You're gonna be looking at Renko bricks, right? Pretend this is like a Renko brick, right? That's Renko. All right, so Renko is on the left, right? Renko's on the left, and then Japanese candlestick is on the right. So let's talk about the Japanese candlesticks, because you know how this forms, right? Let's say we're on a 15-minute chart, right? A Japanese candlestick is gonna form every 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, boom, something like this will happen, right? Another candlestick will form. You know how it is. Japanese candlestick, right? Now with Renko, instead of saying every 15 minutes a candle is gonna form, you can say every 10 pips every 10 pips a brick is gonna form, right? Let's say this movement right here is 10 pips, right? So now if we're in the uptrend, let's say it moved another 10 pips, so it's gonna form another same size brick as this, right? It's gonna form another 10 pips, so it's gonna form a brick. This is 10 pips, this is 10 pips, right? Let's say it moves down, then it's gonna form the same size box, 10 pips downwards. 10 pips was formed here in the uptrend, 10 pips was formed here in the uptrend, 10 pips was formed here in a downtrend. Now it doesn't necessarily mean that it's in a downtrend, it just means that price went 10 pips. This is the most important thing, so please make sure that you pay attention. Please make sure you pay attention. For Renko, basically you're gonna have trading view Renko, you're gonna have MetaTrader Renko, and you're gonna have like other like Renko, right? Like it's gonna be Renko based on trading platforms. So Renko on trading view, you're gonna have to use the 1 second chart, right? You have to use it. The reason being is because the way how trading view is set up with like their candles and how they measure Renko bricks, they do it on like a time basis. To sum it up, when price makes that brick, boom, it's gonna print instantly, 1 second, right? Now boom, let's say price moved another 10 pips, right? Just like before, the example before, it's gonna print instantly, right? If you were on a different time frame, let's say you was on the 15-minute time frame for Renko, this brick would not print until 15 minutes. So you're gonna get what is called like a shade. When price is shading, price is like about to print the 10 pips, that means it's probably like at 8 pips or 9 pips or whatever. Price didn't print it yet, but it's shading. So if you was on a 15-minute chart, price would not print this until 15 minutes. So let's say this did come to 10 pips, right? So boom, but it's still not shaded. The only way when it's going to be shaded is after 15 minutes. After 15 minutes is up, that's when you see the chart actually print a brick, right? Now, if you was on 1 second chart, it's just going to print it automatically as soon as it reached 10 pips. That's one of the most important things to keep in mind when you're like trading with Renko. When you look on TradingView for Renko, you have to buy something. You have to buy like a package, right? That package, in order to get the 1 second charts on TradingView, is $60, right? So I recommend you, if you really want to like learn Renko, or if you really want to like just like test it out and not really have to pay anything, I would recommend you to go on MetaTrader or whatever like kind of platform you're on. You could do like CTrader too as well. I would recommend you to get like a free indicator. I'm gonna put some up on the screen too of which ones you could use for like MetaTrader, and I haven't used CTrader yet, but I think CTrader actually has its built-in Renko system. But MetaTrader, you're gonna have to get the Renko like indicator on the MQL5 market, right? Just whatever other platform besides TradingView that offers Renko for like free, use it. Definitely use it, or like a lesser price, because I don't want you to have to pay $60. You try to go use Renko and you decide that you don't even want to use it anymore. The 1 second chart is key. Now some people trade Renko on TradingView and they use like the minute charts, like they use the 1 minute chart and the 2 minute charts or whatever. You can do that, that's fine, because you may even have a pair that's even better for like a higher time frame or whatever the case may be. But if you want like the true Renko, like, you know, brick like movement and stuff like that, you got to go with the 1 second chart on TradingView. You have to, for sure. All right, so as you know that I trade gold, right? So for gold, I have my brick size set to every 15 pip movement. It move 15 pips up, and move 15 pips up, and move 15 pips down, right? That's my settings for gold. And I'm going to show you the actual settings, because you're going to have to go to the settings, then you're going to have to go to symbol, and make sure you have traditional on. Now, for gold, the box size is going to be 1.5. So for gold, let's say if you wanted to make this 1.0, that means every 10 pip movement, right? I believe 0.5 is every 5-point movement, right? And so on, right? Now, I will say it is different for currency pairs. For the major currency pairs like GU, EU, AU, NZD, USD, all those pairs, number that you want to put in is not going to be this. Let's go test it right now, actually, because I don't want to give you all the wrong information, because I know not everybody just trades gold. So let me give you the right information. All right, so we are on Euro USD, right? So if you want to, I'm gonna write it up here for y'all too. If you want to trade Euro USD, your box size would have to be set to 0.001 if you want to have it be set to every 10 pips of movement, right? So each time, like let's say this comes down, right? It went down 10 pips. Let's say this goes up. This goes up 10 pips. This goes up 10 pips. This goes up 10 pips. This goes down 10 pips. This goes down 10 pips, right? And so on. I'm going to put it right here again, somewhere on this, like, you know, section. But you will have to enter in 0.001. And it's going to be the same, I believe, for GU, AU, NZD, USD, and all the majors, right? I believe the majors with like USD. And look, I'm gonna just show you right here too. Like, look how gold is like moving right here, right? You do not want this. You do not want this at all. This is still with Euro USD settings, but you see how, nah, bro, you do not want this. Make sure you have the correct settings. That is the most important thing. I'm gonna talk about entries and stuff too. So let's say you like, let's say you see this blue candle, this blue brick, right? And let's say, okay, boom, you see a red brick now, right? So your entry would literally be as soon as this brick prints. That's your entry right there. Now, it's up to you to determine where you want your stop loss and TPs to be. It's up to you, because I'm going to show you, like I said, I'm going to show you my, you know, my strategy, my exact numbers and stuff like that. But if you are trading Renko, please, please, please backtest the TPs and the stop losses. If you're going to use a fixed way, please backtest it. For example, okay, if I know that these bricks are set to 15 pips each time it like goes up, or it makes a blue brick, it goes up 15 pips. If I know that for a fact, and let's say I want to target 10 pips, all I have to do is get another brick, and then I win my trade. You know what I'm saying? So please, 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 please backtest the TPs and stop losses on what's going to be like good for you, your brick size. That's why it all comes together. So let's say from here, my TP is 25, right? So 2.5, and then let's say I'm targeting 1.5 RR. So my stop loss is 25 pips. My TP is 37 pips. So my entry would be right here. Judging from Japanese candlesticks, my entry would be right here, and then price eventually hit my TP. Right now, this is what I'm gonna be talking about with stop losses and like Wicks and stuff like that. So let's say your stop loss was 10 pips. You see what happened? Price stopped you out. It literally stopped you out right here, 10 pips. But on Renko, you don't see that. I was thinking like, okay, this is like just straight red, like cool. Like I'm gonna just like sell whenever it gets there, right? Like simple. Like even like a kid could do that, a baby, my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. Anybody could see where it's red, you sell, right? But that's why it's so important to understand what's a good range for your TP, your stop loss. You can even use Renko as a confluence for your Japanese like candlesticks. If you notice that, okay, look, this is, let's just say that this is a supply zone right here, right? I'm just making up something, right? This is a supply zone. So once price came right here, okay, boom, you're good. But you can use this as a confluence to see, okay, this is holding the trend. You know what I'm saying? Like you can use like things together as confluences. There's nothing wrong with that. And this is why it's also important to have the candlesticks still by your side. Like you can still trade Renko by itself, but I highly recommend to see where like price like truly is. You know what I'm saying? This is a good example of the shadow, right? So price didn't necessarily form 15 pips yet. You know, it is in this like movement. Like let's get my cursor. Where is this brick at? This brick was right here, right? So from this point on, price did not form 15 pips yet. It's close, but not yet. You can see the projection shadow. You see how it was blue, but it's kind of faded. You can like, you know, tweak that in your settings too. I'm gonna show you like my my symbol colors. This is what you're seeing right now, the projection bars, right? And let me see if I can catch it live. Okay, perfect. Now you see this point on up to right here is 15 pips. So for my personal strategy, the first thing that you want to do is go over to indicators, right? Because I do use an indicator. You want to type this in, indicator wave trend oscillator. And I believe if you go to community scripts and you go to top, it is right here. It is by Lazy Bear. Okay, so the bottom indicator is like, I'm not using both of these, just one. Like the first, like when as soon as you click on this is what yours is gonna look like. These are my inputs. It's the same. You don't really got to tweak nothing with that. It's just tweaking something with this. So I unchecked every single thing except this plot right here. So the third one from the bottom. Now what I also did was I added a horizontal line, and you want to make the coordinates 0, like 0.00, right? It's gonna be right in the middle. Basically the gist of my strategy is when price is above this, we're looking for buys. If price is below it, we're looking for sells. Mind you, I'm telling you, my strategy is only, let me full screen. My strategy only consists of getting 10 pips. I have a 10 pip stop loss and a 10 pip TP. I trade from 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to, I want to say 12 p.m., right? But I only take one trade a day with this strategy. Whatever the candle is, whatever the brick is before 7:30 determines how you're going to like view the markets. 7:30 didn't occur into over here, right? So this was 7:20. This candle formed at 7:20. So, you know, I'm not doing anything with this. The next brick printed at 8:31. So I'm already looking at like charts and stuff at 7:30, right? So where is price? Price is like basically on the line. So I really ignore that. You know, I don't really do anything. I just like, if it's on the line, I wait for to see if it's like clearly above or clearly below, right? So it's basically on the line. And same with this, same with these two, it's still on the line. Now when price made this red move, this is where I would enter my trade. These bricks, every 15 pips is gonna form. So it moved 15 pips up, it formed. Move 15 pips up, it formed. Move 15 pips down, it formed. Move 15 pips down, it formed, right? I would see that this is below the the 0 line, right? So since it's below the 0 line, that's it. My trade is valid. So I go ahead and enter this. My stop loss is gonna be 10 pips, and my TP is gonna be 10 pips. And as I was backtesting this, literally bro, it hits 10 pips so many times before it even goes like to 10 pips or anything like that. So let me show you this. Let me show you this exact trade on the candlestick route so you can see it side by side. Well, my entry would be right here, right? So with spreads, we could like move it down a little bit, but 10 pip stop loss, 10 pip TP. The trade literally hit within 2 candles, and it went all the way down to basically a 2-to-1. Let me show you an example of how I actually like what I actually like look for when it comes to like the opening of like my session, right? Because it can get a little confusing, but like just bear with me. I'm gonna really like break it down for y'all. Bear with me. We look at this one. Where is this brick printed at 723, right? So we're gonna be looking at trades like as soon as 730 hits, right? This brick printed at 740. This is valid. You know, this is under the zero line. That's all I'm looking for. As long as it's under the zero line, we're looking for sells. Okay, we're looking for a red brick. Okay, boom, we placed the trade, entry 10 pips right there. It didn't even have a retracement, right? I don't even gotta look at price action to like know that. I could still pull it up though if I think it would be smarter. Is it right here, right? Even if you want to take an account with spread, right? Let's move it down a little some, right? Let's say, okay, it didn't hit it right here. Even if you bring this over, my stop loss was still enough for it to hit. Excuse me. My stop loss, my bad. My stop loss was still enough in order for it to hit 10 pips, right? So boom, that's another valid entry right there. Where is 730? So 730, right? Currently, the markets is gonna be at this red brick right here, right? Boom. As soon as 730 occurs, we're looking for trades, right? Boom. It prints 15 pip movement upwards. So it's gonna print out a blue brick, right? But we are not above the zero line, so we're not looking for buys. We're looking for sells, right? We don't get a red brick until this is printed. So this happened at 8:57. We would enter a sell position right there. My entry, where's my entry? My entry was right here. This happened at 8:57. Entry is right here. If you want to take an account for spread, you can move it down. But look, bro, like 10 pips, just like that. You're done. You're done for the day. All right, so here's a perfect example right here on what not to do. So this candle right here is 726, right? If it is already in the uptrend around 730 time, when you go to look at the markets, you do not take a trade because you will want to get in at the freshest like brick printed, right? And this one lost too. I'm gonna show that too. But okay, this is 726, right? This printed a blue brick. This printed exactly at 730. So you would think to get in, right? Because, you know, it's above the zero line. So we're looking for buys. Cool. No, bro. You wait for a retracement. You wait for the next blue brick afterwards. And it's the same with sells too. My entry would have been, okay, it came down 15 pips, 15 pips, 15 pips. Okay, boom. I see a blue brick. Are we above the zero line still? Yes. Go ahead and take a trade. Stop loss at 10 pips, and you can clearly see, I don't even gotta go to price action to see it, but you can clearly see it went down. This candle printed at 707, right? So 730 came when this was like trying to form the next brick. So you will be looking at the charts. You see that it's above the zero line and it has a blue brick, right? Do not enter the trade. Do not enter it just because it formed a blue brick and it's above the zero line. Wait for the next like red candles to show and then wait for another set of blue bricks. I said candles again. Wait for the red bricks to show and then wait for another blue set of bricks to show. This formed a red brick at 1042, right? So it didn't give you the entry for a blue upwards movement until 1111. Your entry will be right here. You can clearly see that your entry would have been right here, right? Somewhere up in this area. If you want to take an account for spread, you can move it up. But look how fast it just goes straight to 10 pips, just like that. So that was a dub right there too. But like I said, this rule is very important because I feel like you're not just impulsively getting in. Kind of like a safety net, you know what I'm saying? Like just to like kind of give you another double edge into like the markets, right? So this candle printed at 404 and this candle printed at 833, right? So 730 will come when this is forming this red candle, right? Boom, let's say this forms, right? But it's not below the zero line. So this trade is invalid. There's nothing here, right? We're going to wait until we get another set of like blue candles, and then we're gonna look for another set of, not blue candles. We're gonna wait till we get another set of blue bricks, and then we're gonna go ahead and get a set of red bricks, which in this case would be right here. But this one, clearly you can see it lost. It went to 10 pips, right? Even within like this like small movement right here, literally all I really need is 10 pips. Let me show you. So the red candle, this is printed at 505. This candle was printed at 732. So it's valid. You know, the zero line, we were in a downtrend before this candle like formed. Or not downtrend. We have a red bricks printed before this was formed. So it's good. We're not already in a uptrend or like a upwards volatility, right? So okay, does it meet the zero line requirements? Yes, it's above the zero line. So we enter our trade right here. So even within this little movement right here, right, my entry would have been up here. You could take spread into account, move it up a little bit more if you want to. 10 pips literally was hit, depending on like your brokers too, because you're gonna have to, that's another thing I'm gonna talk about too. But 10 pips was literally hit up here. So catching 10 pips with a 15 pip Renko block, I think it's kind of smart to have your total gain, like however many pips you want to catch, have that less than the actual brick size. Brick printed at 727, then this brick printed at 745. This at 730, this brick was printing the blue brick, right? So you see that the zero line is right here, price is right here, right? So we are going to wait until we get another set of red candles, bricks, red bricks. You can clearly see that it printed 15 pips. So this red brick, boom, right there, 10 pip stop loss and a 10 pip TP, right? And there's different ways to monitor it too. Like you can have like a trailing stop, you can have like anything that you want to do, just make sure that you back test it, right? And as you can see, let me zoom in some more. You can see, I think I showed this example. I don't even know if I showed this already. I'm just trying to, you know, get y'all to get the gist of it. These are actually they look very, very similar, bro. Just like getting an entry at a brick and then waiting for the next brick, and then you're good, right? But as you can see, I think I did show this, but this is 10 pips. This is 10 pips. Boom. TP. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, rule number 1 is going to be 7:30 a.m. to, let me get rid of this. 7:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right? If you want to follow my strategy. Number 2, if it's already in the trend, don't get in a trade. So if it's already like boom 7:30 hits, but you already see bricks printing to the downside, do not enter in a trade at 7:30 just because it met all the requirements, right? You have to wait. You have to wait until you get that retracement of like the volume of like or volatility like going up, and then get another set of red bricks, right? That's number 2. Number 3, the zero line on the indicator from Lazy Bear. Make sure if you're looking for buys, it's above the zero line. If you're looking for sells, it's below the zero line. Step 4, a 10 pip stop loss and a 10 pip TP. That's all I do. News can actually be a very, very good thing for this. Like it really can, because you know how news is. News is just like, you know, just go one way. Now, I will say I do not trade CPI, I do not trade NFP, and I do not trade FOMC. So I'm going to be trading on my 5K, my new 5K phase 1 for funded pips. And the reason I'm not taking any higher size challenges is because I'm trying to get the market to like come together, come back to be in the market. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a good trading session so far, but like just, you know, in February I just want things to kind of like, you know, like come back into play. That's the strategy right there. So let's go ahead and get into the live trading video. And yeah, I appreciate you for, even if you're tuning in, you know, go ahead, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I appreciate it either way. Even if you don't, I just appreciate you for like, you know, viewing and, you know, giving an open ear into like another strategy or another way of trading, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. So it's currently 8:25. We are looking for a setup, buy setup so far. We're going to be looking for a buy candle because price is above the 50 horizontal line right here. Yeah, I guess when I get a buy signal, I'm going to like come back. I'm not really going to like fast forward anything. But yeah, that's currently what I got going on right now, so yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all when we get a signal. And yeah, let's get this live started. Alright, so it looks like there's gonna be a buy signal in a few seconds or minutes or whatever the case may be. Yeah, this is my first time doing like a live type of trading video. I mean, I've done one before with the NASDAQ strategy, but I was still testing out like trading views so I can trade with futures and stuff like that. But this is like my actual first like live like trading video when it comes to like, let's say, a challenge or like a funded account or a live account or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So there's more emotions into play. So yeah, the charts like that, like I like to set alerts, and we just got a buy signal, so I'm going to enter in a buy. All right, boom. So I go for a, let's see if it's gonna pop up. I'm gonna set the stop loss first. There we go. 10 pip stop loss. And like I said, I trade on my iPad, so I guess I could bring this a little closer. I don't know, but I trade on my iPad, so like I don't really trade like, hold on. Like I said, y'all catching this live, so yeah. But yeah, I trade on my iPad. I don't really trade on my PC. I don't know, I'm just more of a mobile person, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Let me I see, and I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how I can show the Renko and like the profits too, because normally if you go back here, I would have it like over here somewhere, like my trade running, or that was my idea. But I may need to get like another device or something like that in order to like showcase that to y'all. But let's go ahead and put this real quick. And I also need to create a template. But yeah, this is basically my trade right here. Like I said, I'm an aggressive scalper. Super simple. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it is it. There you go. All right, so basically, that was a quick trade. How much was it? $70, almost 1.5%. I like to usually risk like 1.5 to 2% on my challenges. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about this trade. According to my rules, the 7:30 candle started. The candle before 7:30 was this red candle right here. I don't know if you can see it. My bad. The candle before 7:30 was this first red candle, right? Because price had moved 15 pips already. So, my box size set 15 pips. So it had moved 15 pips to the downside first. Then it moved 15 to the upside. So once it moved 15 to the upside, and I already knew that I was looking for buys, that's pretty much all I did, honestly. Like, yeah, so I just like got in the trade. I go for a 10 pip stop loss, 10 pip TP. I probably double check just to make sure like those numbers are good, because I like to trade with a fixed stop loss. It's just way less stressful. Doesn't really come with any type of like headaches. For real, just like, same lot size, same everything, right? And yeah, so 10 pips for TP, 10 pips for stop loss. Now this is the thing, if, like I said, I am targeting 10 pips, but the next block is gonna be a 15 pip move. And once you have a 15 pip move, you're already like, not saying you're guaranteed 10 pips, but if you have the right direction, it's gonna go 10 pips, right? Now obviously you still want to look at price, but this is basically my trade right here. My entry, I believe, let me check what my entry was. My entry happened on this candle, so that's exactly where my entry was. Yeah, this move made obviously more than 15 pips, but this move definitely made 15 pips, but I was only going for 10. That's that's basically what I do, honestly. That's why the title of this video is gonna be like simple Renko strategy, or like, I don't know, whatever adjective I'm gonna put up there. That's why it's there, because it's simple. You know, it's not anything to where I have to do like extra confluence, or just like, you know what I'm saying, like the top down analysis top stuff. This is what I was trying to find. You know what I'm saying? This is what I really spent a lot of time on when it came to being in the charts. I wanted to find something simple, something that I could just follow a set of rules and then just you know, execute. You know, that was actually that was actually a quick live. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really like an aggressive scalper. I take one trade a day too. With this strategy, I realized that one trade a day would be like very, very like good in terms of, let's say, taking a prop firm challenge. Maybe if I was on a personal account, it would be different. But yeah, so that's my day for today. And you know, I hope that you enjoyed this video. You know, I hope, you know, you learn, like, you understand what Renko trading is, because it's not talked about a lot on YouTube. You know, people, I've seen a lot of videos on Renko, and that's how I learned, obviously. But when it comes to somebody like consistently trading it, like how somebody would consistently trade supply and demand or ICT, you know what I'm saying, like, I think it's not really out there on YouTube. And I feel like Renko is a very, very powerful tool, honestly. If you just know what you're doing, you have the correct like box sizes, or if you're using like the ATR way, just as long as you have the right setup with the right pair and you like studied it, but Renko could be very, very powerful, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's all I got for this video, honestly. You know, hope your trading day was good, all that good stuff. I'm wishing y'all the best too along the journey with me. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got. So, you know, until next time, you know, y'all continue to stay blessed, stay safe, all that good stuff, and I'm out.